charge of the Light Brigade. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, all in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade! Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. Theirs not to make reply, theirs not to reason why, theirs but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, boldly they rode and well. Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Flashed all their sabres bare, flashed as they turned in air, sabring the gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the sabre stroke, shattered and sundered. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell, they that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of 600. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made! All the world wondered. Honour the charge they made. Honour the Light Brigade. Noble 600.
In lines 1 through 2, it says half a league a couple times, and half a league is the measurement 3 miles, so half of that would be a mile and a half that they have left to go in the battlefields, which is the Valley of Death. And there's 600 men riding in the battlefield, which is the Light Brigade, and they're charging towards the guns. Forward the Light Brigade. They are being commanded to go forward. Kind of obvious. And then the author asks, were the men dismayed? The soldiers were not dismayed, though, because they knew what they had to do, even though they knew that someone messed up or blundered, in other words. And the reason they didn't reply or ask why is because they knew what they had to do, and they were going to do it, even if it meant they had to die, because they were courageous men. And into the battle they went. And then there was cannons on all sides of them, feeling entrapped, and there was firing multiple times, and each shot sounded like thunder bolts that were crashing with each shot. Even through the storms, the shells, the riders rode boldly into the jaws of death, in the mouth of hell. Then they flash their sabers, which means they are pulling out their sabers from their hilts right now, and they're raising them in the air as they're coming near the enemy. And then they charge into the enemy lines, and they start stabbing and cutting. And they finally, after hard fighting, they break through the enemy's line, which is a important part because you have to break the line in order to do any damage. And they did. And it says that their enemies were the Cossacks and Russians. The Cossacks were actually acquaintances, partners, or allies with the Russians, And they were getting killed by these brave horsemen. And then after the fighting, the horsemen rode back after killing all the Russians and stuff. Down with communism. And then when they're riding back, again they are being surrounded by cannon fire to all sides of them, multiple shots and thundering down on them. And then it describes how while they're riding back, horse and hero falling because they are falling due to the raining of bullets and everything like that. But they had fought so well because, you gotta understand that these men are on horses with swords, and they just charged cannons and gunmen, and they just, cut them up, and they were fighting. There's nothing more doper than that. They just they had fought so well, is basically what it's saying, and these brave men, they came back from the battlefield, but only a few of them, because there was casualties, of course. And then the author describes when can their glory fade because they are now legends to everyone over the world because of what they did. Because charging at gunmen with a sword, like I said, that's pretty crazy and pretty noble for your country. Even though someone made the mistake, they were still dope and they went and they killed some Russians. and we are to honor what they did because what they did was dope. That's why I gotta say, it was lit. Noble 600, remember them.